Afternoon, Janice. Today is October 3rd, 2011, and I am now 25 years old. And it has been interesting thinking about it. As I told you in the Tumblr, and for anybody watching this who obviously won't know what I'm talking about, I'll link it in the comments so you can read it. I've been reflecting on the fact that I have turned 25. I'm a quarter century old, and that's kind of interesting to me because I'd never actually thought about that before until, like, yesterday evening. And my uncle called me. I wasn't able to talk to him because of all the noise, because they were, hammering and sawing everywhere. Uncle Bob called, and he also commented that I was, like, two and a half decades old, and that was kind of weird to him, but he's turning 60 decades old, and so whatever. Anyway, today's been kind of interesting, reflecting on that, thinking back on childhood goals versus teenage goals versus college goals versus adulthood goals and how they've changed, how I've accomplished some but not others, and just kind of all around just pondering dumb stuff. Today they did the windows. We were lucky enough to get, like, one of the last time slots for them to install the windows because Nick told our favorite person in there that I'm a night person, so mornings aren't good for me, so please don't come in the morning. They instead decided to wait until nearly 3 to show up, which kind of made me a little nervous because I know this takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I didn't really want to be, like, rushing to get ready so that we could go out to dinner because Nick's taking me out to dinner for my birthday, and I didn't want to be rushing around. I wanted to have enough time to straighten said hair, put on the face, do the stuff that I need to do. I have a video that I will post of the noise that was going on while they were doing the window change. You can see, like, they had to tape up plastic everywhere so that it wouldn't, get dust and dirt on all of our valuables. And we had, like, I approved it. I was okay with it. But they, like, taped it to, like, the wall, like, over here on, like, the wall and stuff. And then they didn't know where else to put it because they couldn't really just, like, block it all off. And so she's like, can I tape this to your laptop, which was sitting on the table? And I was like, yeah, why not? As long as you don't cover up the little lens thing. And she's like, yeah, sure. So she taped it there. Now, the person who is in here, this she that I'm talking about, we'll call her DM. DM is the one we don't like a lot. Like, this is the bitch who basically told us tough shit on everything, has ignored any and all everything. I mean, she's just, I know she can't do much, but there are things that she could do, and she just didn't, and we're not very happy with her. I wanted to be completely and utterly just snarky and mean to her, but I am not that kind of person. I cannot be mean or snide or stuff like that. So the best I could do, since she's kind of a chatty person, is to not be chatty back. So that anytime she was in our apartment, she felt awkward, which I think I succeeded on, considering that she acted very awkward. It was also very interesting using my limited Spanish vocabulary to communicate that, yes, you may unplug the black plug. And then when he didn't know what I was saying, I had to tell him El Negro, and then he was like, I get it, and he unplugged it and stuff when he had to, like, vacuum. They did clean up their mess. There are a few things that are in disarray, but nothing major. I'm leaving them there so that Nick can see them, but it's nothing major. It went pretty smoothly. Freaked Woody out like crazy. When they knocked on the door, they weren't really that loud. I could hear them, but apparently Woody was so out that he did not hear it. So he didn't realize that there was any new people in the building until they were already in and talking to me, and it flipped him out. But I wouldn't let him off the couch until they shut the door, and I communicated to him that he runs instead of not to leave the door hanging open, and I would keep him with me. It went pretty smoothly. Like I said, the guys who were doing the windows made a complete mess, but they sent a guy in afterward who vacuumed it all up, so that made it better. A few things, they broke one of the, like, you know how blinds have the threads that go down, like, on the thirds, so you have a third of it here, and then boom, and then another third here, and it kind of keeps them all from tangling? Well, apparently when they took it down, or when they were putting it back up, they rammed it, and they broke one of the thirds off of it, and it's just laying on the floor in the bedroom, and that made me kind of pissy. And when they hung up the glass door ones, I'll show you. You probably can't see too much in the video, but if you notice, there's this piece right there that's short. It just ends. That's supposed to be a little farther over on the counter, because that goes over the counter. But they didn't pay attention when they hung it back up, and they just hung it up. So it's like all like cockeyed, and it's going to get all dented. And Nick and I are not going to take it down and fix it, because that's not our responsibility. And I don't really care. We're moving in a week. A week, Janice, 7 whole days. We still have not gotten a mover, which I'm actually starting to panic on, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah. So, let's see. The windows went okay. It was really noisy. Like I said, I'll post a video, or maybe I'll splice it. No, I'll probably just post it, because I need more practice on movie magic before I can actually splice that in there. The whole time I was doing the whole sitting and overseeing and quietly hating them for making a whole bunch of noise, I was knitting, as usual. Knitting, oh crap, it's in the middle of a row. I had a bit of a conflict, and I couldn't decide what to make Julia, because she wants a scarf, but I have big bulky scarves, but they still would always leave like areas that would get cold if I like wanted to bundle up in them. And I know how she is about wearing hats and scarves and gloves and stuff, so I wanted to kind of make a multifunctional thing for hat and scarf combo. But for a scarf, to make it big enough to also be a hat, it's either huge or it's not going to be a rectangle. That's what I decided. It's not a scarf. I'm making a shawl, or a mini shawl, shawlette. This is about how far I've gotten right now. This is about, give or take all the breaks, about 3 hours of work. It's not really too much, I guess, in the scheme of things, or you could say it's a lot. It all depends on what you think. It's just basic stockinette stitch, stocking net. You can't really see it in this lighting. I would have better lighting, except I can't go in the room that has good lighting, because there's a lot more noise back there than there is up here. So, but yeah, it's maroon, and it's going to be a little simple shawlette, and then it's looking like one ball of that is going to make it big enough. I'm not positive yet, but it looks like that. So if that's the case, I have another ball to use, and I might make her a scarf that's like open lace, so that, because this is made of bulky. It's the same weight yarn that your snood is in, so it's gonna be really heavy and bulky. And so like for the days that she wants a scarf, but she doesn't need to like batten down the hatches and like bundle up like crazy in Minnesota, she can wear the other one. That's kind of my plan. I don't know if that's how it's going to work yet, but that's the plan. I don't know where I'm going to eat yet. That's my decision, because it's my birthday, and I haven't really made up my mind. There's this place that's a Brazilian steakhouse, and it's all-you-can-eat meat. And when I say all-you-can-eat meat, I don't just mean, like, plain cuts. I mean, like, they're serving filet mignon and stuff, and it's kind of expensive to go eat there. We've only gone there, like, twice. Once for our anniversary, and once for celebrating Nick getting a job. It's kind of a special occasion place. It's really yummy. I kind of want to go there, but I don't know if I want to go there. This is not what I'm wearing. This is what I wore so that I could straighten the hair, which I haven't done in forever, by the way. And I was getting angry that I thought my straightener was breaking, and then I realized that it was because it was turned down. I needed it to be, like, on max, and it was, like, down 5 notches, and I was like, what? So I fixed it, and pin straight as a mofo. I also put on a lot of makeup. I tried using my liquid liner again, and apparently it is too old, and it is crusting too much. So this is, the top side is liquid liner, and the little, like, crayon marker. Not marker, just like crayon type eyeliner. Times like this, I kind of wish I had fake lashes so that my eyelashes would actually show up, but at the same time, I am too lazy to glue stuff onto my face. And it's just dinner with Nick, and he would probably yell at me that it was overkill. Yeah, that's about it. I have not checked the mail because I forgot to get the key from him. We're going to check it either on our way to dinner or on our way back from dinner. I will probably leave a mini note here in the vlog to let you know whether or not I got it or not. Oh, one more thing before I head off here and figure out which dress I'm wearing so that we can go out to eat, because he's on his way home now. He told me that at 5, so he'll probably be home in a few minutes. We were hanging out at Best Buy the other day. I kind of told you about that. It was before the whole specs issue with you don't have your ID, you can't buy the soda BS. And we were playing on all the computers and kind of like testing them and stuff, and there are two websites that I frequent that I absolutely adore going to, and one is called Regretsy, and it basically showcases a whole bunch of stuff that's just utterly ridiculous on Etsy, which I go to. I have a shop that's currently on vacation there, I've told you about, and I like going there and looking at all the cool stuff that people make and sell on there, but there's a lot of really ridiculous stuff that's like, you want $300 for that, really? And this site basically showcases all of that, and I absolutely love it. People always say that it's just a bunch of fat losers who want to make fun of people on the internet, but really what it is a bunch of crafters who are very passionate about their crafts and don't like people making a mockery of their crafts. They're very passionate about good crafts, and they will let you know when it's bad crafts, basically. The other site that I've been frequenting is actually just YouTube. It's the Vlog Brothers, John and Hank Green, and they have this saying, "Don't forget to be awesome," which you can make an acronym for. And anyway, the point of all of this is that while we were there, on all of the iPads or like tablets that I was playing with, I found their doodle function, and I would draw CF4L on it, which is bad words. Club fuckery for life, which is kind of the Regretsy thing. It just bombed it all over these things. Was going to take pictures, but decided it wasn't crafty enough to share. Just left it as my own little tech bombings. And then on all the PCs that I played with, I left little notes, since Windows 7 has the notes feature, and I left little notes with the initials for "Don't forget to be awesome" on them. And I'm just hoping that somebody noticed them and went, "Hey, cool, a nerd fighter," or "Hey, cool, Regretsy follower," or something. That's how exciting my life is going right now, Janice. When I go out into public, I decide to just lay stuff out for others to see. That's what I do. Yeah. So I'll let you know if we got the gifts and stuff, and I'll let you know how dinner was and stuff. And yeah. So I'll talk to you later.